blends me all the right cred, meaning credential. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up.
Okay, Coach, historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing it.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. It's taken to the 26. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
39 yards there, a big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
64,
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Lawrence. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Lock in.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. That'll be complete to Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that special.
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Lawrence. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 43 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
He'll run it. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or, even worse, an interception.
2nd and 6. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
General West. Go.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence escaping the press. Touchdown, Packers. From 4 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Trubisky will throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Trubisky now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready?
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready?
To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. It's caught by Funchess. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. The final shot before break. Lawrence. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead. Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation. Or go 4 verticals because why not? Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think? And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh? Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there. Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off. Yeah, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First down, Vikings.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Trubisky to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass. Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass. And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
All day, every day. Protein spill. 53.
Here's Trubisky. And Diggs has it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 35. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Alert, 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 alert. 53. Hey, exit. 53, right?
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And this would have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. That one goes for 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Anthony Barr in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Lawrence looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
They start the drive with Cook. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Give me some. Here we go.
They run it again with Cook, and he is going to lose yardage here. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now it's Trubisky. It's complete to Diggs. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They come out here in the I. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. Now a run with Cook. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Lawrence. He finds an opening past the 40. They're able to locate Wilson. And all the way up to the 46. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Funches has it complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down Packers.
Hey, Charlie.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Flushed, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the gun, Lawrence. Caught by Jones. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On fourth down, Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
At the 18-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
53, Mike 53. Come on.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. It's third down.
3 down.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. Brings up fourth down.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're